everybody. We're here with Sean Gosewisch, cross-country coach. Coach, conference tournament this weekend. This is what you race for.
Big weekend. All comes down to one day.
That's right. You guys have had some ups and downs this year. I definitely think you're trending upward going into the conference. Just talk about it. It seems like, I'll finish up real quick. It seems like on the men's side, it's a three-way race. St. Ambrose, Mount Mercy, us. Depending on how everybody races, conference title's definitely within reach. The girls have definitely been impressive and improved. Hopefully a middle-of-the-pack finish, and I'll let you elaborate from there.
Sure. I mean, regardless of what happens this weekend, I would say that the year as a whole has been actually a lot better than we've done in the past.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
No matter what, we can walk away looking at a stronger performance by both teams throughout the year.
Right.
So that's something we can be happy with. But in terms of conference, yeah, it's it's gonna make me nervous for a long time.
Yeah.
Until the races are run, because on the women's side, we're picked 6 out of 6 again, and I think that's bogus. I think we're definitely gonna do. I would say 2 spots better than that.
Sure.
I'm shooting for 4th out of 6.
Sure.
Addison's been racing great. Deja, Guadalupe, those 3 usually together racing great. Tara's our wild card that we're throwing in at the very end.
Right.
She should do pretty well for us too.
Sure.
And then Cindy and Libby, they've been doing nothing but getting better from the start of the year. Lily's had some issues going on, but I'm expecting big things out of her too this weekend.
Sure, definitely. Like you said, Tara thrown in there. She's actually a returning national qualifier. So again, it's a major wild card there.
Yeah.
Obviously, not good enough to by herself, be able to take you to a conference title.
Right.
It doesn't work that way, but she should be able to help out and with a couple spots potentially. So
for sure,
definitely on the women's side there will be some improvement, and just from A down to Z in the team, it's definitely a lot better. So, but definitely the men's side is where the conference title hopes are definitely clinging. Let's talk a little bit about them.
Yeah, I mean, it's every time we've come up against Ambrose, who are picked by 5 out of the 6 teams in the conference to win it. Right. I'm the only person that picked us to win. Got to stand by my beliefs.
Sure.
But every time we've raced them, we've been just barely behind them by like 20, 25 points, which isn't that large of a swing when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And we haven't gone head-to-head with Mount Mercy yet, who is kind of tied with us, picked for second between other schools in the conference. So it'll definitely be a battle, both for the individual championship, because I'm fairly confident OC can get that, as well as the conference championship.
Right.
It's all going to come down to 1 or 2 points.
Right. And with that, maybe the tie-breaking individual could be Alex Edwards. We're talking another wild card situation there.
Yeah, I mean, it'll come down to the kids that have been racing all year and how they compete. And then Alex Edwards we're just throwing in as another wild card for us. However he does, he'll help us regardless.
Right.
Eat up a couple spots there. We're not relying on him, and we're not relying on anybody by any means.
Exactly.
But if we all come together and race the way we should Saturday, then we're going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, definitely enough talent going along. It's going to be a little bit colder, just from your own personal experience and how you feel about it. Is a 45-degree day up in La Crosse better than, per se, if it was unseasonably warm at like 70 degrees in La Crosse this weekend? That's what it's going to be. It's going to be roughly 45.
Yeah,
it'll be
a little chillier than we are used to. We've been pretty lucky throughout most of the season up to this point. But if we're prepared to run, we're prepared to run. Come cold, warm, wind, rain, whatever happens. Just another mental barrier that we'll have to overcome.
Definitely. And say, anytime when you're talking about team sports, everybody's dealing with the same weather, so you don't really have an excuse.
Yeah.
If the other team runs better, well, it's not like they had perfect weather and
they don't get
perfect
shielded
course
from the
or
wind.
anything. Exactly. So, well, Coach, best of luck up in La Crosse on Saturday for the MCC Championships, and hopefully bring home a conference title and move on to nationals. So
That's the plan.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.